bet you really thought I was going to try to pick that up. I thought I was too. Unfortunately, I don't have enough guts to try it. Oh, I'm not worried about the cabin. I'm worried about the tractor flipping over. So I'm going to have Erik do it. We will be right back and watch Erik pick the cabin up so we can square it off again. Alright, so I got Erik. He is going to lift it. He knew when he pulled up that I was too scared to do it. So we'll see if he can do it. You can't even tell how steep it is. It's not really steep, but it's a decent hill. But, you know, like I said, my brain, I don't like hills, period. Job well done. And it is dead level now. Hey guys, and welcome back. So good to see you. We are gonna dive in to one of the hardest areas to do on this cabin and on pretty much any cabin that has a lofted area. Depending on the size of your lofted area, it can be a real trick to try to get into those tiny little nooks and crannies and get it done. Not to mention, if you have a non-standard window, well, that can be tricky to trim out too. When you see the final product, it really will take your breath away. Let's go. Alright, so this is all of the trim pieces that we have left. So this is what we have to work with. Again, we have to put some on the bottom of the shelf up there, right along there, and then piece together some stuff for the very top up there. So we have all of these pieces. These can be used to frame in the window. And pray that Mrs. Spider has since moved on. We've really done a number on her house, but that doesn't mean that she's moved. She could still be lurking somewhere in there. Or back there. I don't know. I don't know where she could be. So our wood is going to come up here. We do have like a little bit of a ridge right here. I don't think it's going to be a big deal because you're not going to be putting any weight right here in that area. It's too narrow. This is the other tricky part. You can see we have just a little bit of a gap. So this is really, really where you want to take your time, really think it through, just kind of play around with stuff and figure out what's going to work the best. I do want you guys to see what this looks like to see what I have to work with right now, because if it turns out good, I'm gonna be so excited. So now my next task is to go through and measure how much of everything I'm gonna need and how much I actually have so I can figure out which is gonna be useful. Let's go. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. I was getting a little nervous as I got closer to the edge because I was wondering if I might fall off. But I didn't, so it worked out good. I'm not yet sure what's gonna happen with the edge here. So we've got a little tester piece. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. I did not even know. I had no idea that it was going to be that close. Wow. As long as this is all straight from one end to the other, I don't know. It might not be. Wow. Wow, guys. I am just blown. I had no idea that it was going to be perfect. Really. You can see this is just a hair bit off. You can see that it doesn't quite match right here. See that? And I think honestly it's because these are sticking out a little bit further. I don't remember why, but for some reason they weren't going in straight. You can see that they're actually set off a bit. Look at her. You just kind of do what you can. Okay, that definitely is a big improvement. I'm not sure. Yeah. I apologize. Windows are so hard to shoot video of if you don't have extra lighting because there's so much lighting coming in and the camera is really fighting to get that picture. So that was the issue I had in the loft. I will show you what little bit that I have, and hopefully you'll get kind of a general idea of how I went through and finished it off. Alright, so we have this little tiny triangle piece at the very top of the cabin. We got the rest of it trimmed out. We got that piece up there trimmed out, and that piece up there trimmed out. And now we have this. So for this, I measured from this point all the way to that point, which is 16 inches. And then every 2 to 3 inches, I put a notch. So here's 3 inches, 5 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, 13 inches. And then I did the same thing down here on my piece of wood. So now what we're gonna do, we have this measurement. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually going to measure the height from here to here, and from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and here to here. You get the idea. So then what we do is we'll do the same thing from here to here. So we're gonna have a variety of different notches coming up to follow the same guide as the ceiling. So then you just connect the dots and you just connect everything. And that will give us the template that we need to make the correct cuts on this piece of wood. And that's actually how we were able to get the exact angle cut up here. Our angle right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and measure this and get it cut out and we'll show you. Alright, I apologize. Trying to look at a window is very tricky because everything gets whited out. So I actually ended up getting the full thing framed in, all the sides, including the top. know, I think the butt ends of these, I'm just gonna end up having to stain. Could put some quarter round on the inside of the window to cover this part up right here. I might still go and do that. I'm not gonna worry about that right now though. I'm gonna call this good. I'm gonna call it sufficient. So one of the things we are facing with this is the fact that we do have a drop off right here. It may or may not affect anything. So we're just gonna slide them up here just to test them. You can see it has just a little bit of overhang right there. But anyway, man, it is looking so nice. I never would have dreamed it would turn out quite this nice. I mean, this is what I had hoped for. Like this. This looks shimming with trimming. Okay. So see, this is kind of what I'm turn it this way. Because obviously you want it underneath the joint before you join it. Okay. Alright, so that's more or less attached. So we just really want to feel, like right here it feels nice and solid. I like that we're getting just a little bit extra help right there. Alright, so this is my trim. Here's a shorter piece. This will work perfect for just testing out up here. It's pretty much gonna do like that. That looks much nicer. I could put quarter round there if I wanted to. It is getting hot in here. It must be getting really warm outside. Voila! Alright guys, so before my battery totally dies, I'm gonna show you this. Now, it's not perfect, okay? It is definitely not any way perfection. But you know, how picky do I really want to be? I still will probably put some quarter round right up on this area right here because that does bother me. I've got a bee on me. And then some quarter round down there just to kind of finish it off. But look at how nice that looks now. Wow. You would never have guessed that would have, I mean, any trim, you could find any trim and pull that off. Realistically, you really could. It's not impossible. If you have the right trim, you can pull anything off. But here's the kicker, guys. It's like, I don't know if you guys know the story in the Bible of Jesus with the bread and the fishes, and he multiplies the bread and the fishes to feed all the people. And he starts out with just a couple. That's like my trim situation. I had just a little bit of trim. I didn't know what I would need, how much I would need. I just grabbed some. And literally God has been multiplying the trim in the cabin because every time I think I'm out, it seems like a new piece has suddenly been found on the ground. And I have just enough. Like, these were all scrap pieces and I had just enough. It's just been so amazing just watching this whole thing come together. All right, so tell me your thoughts and don't be shy. Did you really think it was gonna turn out that good? Or did you think it was gonna be a hideous mess? I'm happy with it, and I guess that's all that matters. If you are a carpenter or a home builder, how would you have approached doing that loft area? I am curious to know. What tricks would you have done instead? What did I do right? What did maybe I could have changed? Put your comments down below so that others watching this video can take notes. Alright guys, thank you so much. It is so good to see you guys again. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of cabin finishing. We are so close to getting the lights in, and I'm going to show you what happens to the awkward rear wall of the cabin. Alright, and stay tuned for the next video to be released this weekend, which is going to be the tap field. We're going to go through and we're going to ted it, we're going to rake it, and we're going to see exactly how rough this stuff is to handle with our hay equipment. So, thanks so much guys. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care and enjoy your day. Love you. Bye.